hang on a minute. Like many of you, I watched Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky deliver a speech in front of a joint session of Congress last night. And as you might expect, I found it to be very compelling and forceful. I will leave it to others to discuss the potential geopolitical impact of the speech on the war in Ukraine going forward. What I'd like to talk about instead is that because Zelensky's trip to Washington was understandably kept secret until the last moment, it ended up being an unexpected and really very appropriate send off for Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. Unless there's an emergency, this will be the last joint session of Congress over which she presides. And I really can't think of a better way for her to cap her very consequential and illustrious career in the House of Representatives. Pelosi has met Zelensky before, as you probably remember. She traveled to Ukraine earlier in the year, as have numerous other congressional leaders, I should say. But what's most important is that the House of Representatives controls the purse strings of the United States government. So every penny that paid for every bullet, every drone, every rocket the Ukrainians have gotten from the United States has had to come through Nancy Pelosi. And that's a lot of pennies. If Congress manages to pass the omnibus spending bill today or tomorrow, or in time at least, there's going to be, I believe, about 48 billion more dollars headed to Ukraine next year. So Zelensky, as you could tell, was very happy to present to Pelosi, for example, the battle flag that is the Ukrainian flag that he'd gotten from the battlefield at the end of his speech, and then plant a kiss on her cheek. Pelosi herself could not have appeared more delighted to be hosting Zelensky for this really historic event. And as I said before, I can't think of a better way for her to end as Speaker. This has been a very consequential year in many ways. And I'm hoping that next year will be maybe a little bit calmer. At least there won't be a national election here. So I look forward to addressing you all then. And thank you all very much for your kind attention.